Okay, Twitch OIDC. So, I can make this work. I can completely make this work. What are we even talking about? This is such a mess. Okay, so I think all of this stuff, yeah, it's going to be required elsewhere in the program, but that's okay. So we're spawning the Tokyo thing, but also I want to be running a small web server. I'll add this example from OpenID Connect RS. So we'll probably be following this quite closely. And because we're also listening to a WebSocket, I'm just not quite sure what I'm going to be doing with the HTTP server. So where is that server? A very naive implementation of the redirect server. TCP listener bind. So can I have that running as well as the WebSocket? This is my question. I'm actually not sure. What is TCP listener? That comes from standard net. Okay. Because if I need this to be a separate program, that's okay too, but it would be quite convenient to have it in the bot's own arsenal so it can essentially respond to its own HTTP request. Can the OIDC Connect even work without TLS? Because that's the other thing. I think it can because we're using, yeah, localhost 3000. So maybe I take it as far as it can. And then if it turns out that I need to put something in the Tokyo spawn, I don't know if I actually do. I wonder if a TCP listener and a socket listener can operate independently of each other. I feel like they can, right? This is all new information to me. Waits on multiple concurrent branches, returning when all branches complete. Yes, I think we would have to spawn the web server, the TCP listener further up, right? Once we hit this point, it's just basically going to wait until everything is done. So if that's the case, it's got to be somewhere here. Presumably. Okay. Because we need that set up. in order to make a request later on during process message. So we can request a token and then create a request scopes. At the moment, what we've got going on is that this will work. Oh, we got to authorize it again. This will work and it opens the WebSocket connection, but it times out after 10 seconds because we haven't requested any scopes. And it closes. Twitch probably closed the connection. Okay, so we've got to prevent that from happening, basically. In this example, we use a TCP listener. So let's grab all of this. But it basically just takes one connection, right? Yeah. Which is not necessarily what we want. So do I set up an AXM server like they do in the other example? Not the WebSocket one, but the and can I do that and also maintain the WebSocket listener? We look at examples in event sub. We have somewhere we have an AXM server. But not there. I think in main. Yeah. Tokyo spawn, async move, AXM server, TCP listener bind. Yeah. App intermake service. Oh, wait, wrap error with, well, we don't need to worry about that. Spinning up server. What happens if we do that? So we need to add AXM and we probably need to add OpenID Connect. So let's start there. Let's go cargo add AXM. And cargo add OpenID Connect RS. Oh, did I misspell it? What's it called? Oh, just OpenID Connect. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. This is such a super exciting topic to watch someone try and struggle through. Not sure about the native TLS thing. Let's just see if we can get AXM to stand up. Tokyo has to spawn it. Okay, how many ways is this broken? Well, first of all, the Rust analyzer's not answering phone calls. Hey, there we go. Just took a bit of compile time. Okay, options interface was defined interface net IP address. All right. So one would presume, what are we taking here? Really? You can't show me the definition? Ugh. I do believe Rust Analyzer has shit the bed again. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Let's try restarting. I hear the fan spinning up. This is always a good sign. Well, usually. Sometimes it's a terrible sign. Well, we know the port is going to be 3000. Presumably, this is going to be some particular. I assume we can't get away with this, for example. Yeah, good point. Actually, that wouldn't work at all well. Thanks, Rust Analyzer. And I don't think this will work. So there must be a type, right? Let's look at Axum's documentation. Thank you. And I want socket address. Actually, that might be from the standard library. Remote address, local address. Yeah, it's probably Rust. It's probably a net. Socket address. Standard net. What do you know? Okay. So socket address, new IP address v4. Oh, really? Can I not just go? Oh, okay, so 127.0.0.1, fair enough. So IP address v4. And I assume it's going to, oh yeah, so standard net, really. IPv4 address, okay. Yeah, I might have to use an associated function to build this, you're right. From bits, you say, or IP address v4. Just seems really complex. Standard net. Oh, I wonder if I can get away with into, actually. That would be handy. Probably not, though, right? No. Okay. IP v4 new. IP address v4. All right. Since I'm not used to working with any of these types, I will just do what they say. We're not there yet. IP address v4, IPv4 address new. Copy this entire block. Oh, hang on. No, no. And let's see what's going on there. Oh, of course. And it's v4. All right. Capital B. Ugh. And we're still not there. IP address v4, IPv4 address. Ah, I see. New. And socket addresses. Let's try importing some of these, shall we? Get rid of that. No, I wanted you to import it. Thanks. And get rid of this. There we go. That's working a bit better. Now, yeah, cannot find app in scope. Okay, so now we're back in here. No, here. How exactly are we defining this? Ah, here we go. So app is a router. Well, we're not going to need all of those. At least I hope not. But in the meantime, let's roll with it. So what do we need? This is interesting. Layer. Everything going to break? That's okay. We can handle everything break. I do not need, I don't believe I need a static service. At least not yet. Twitch event sub. WS for WebSocket, presumably. First of all, we need this imported. Cannot find function get. That would be because it comes out of there. Receive clone. Ah, hey Woodstone. It's very nice of you. I'm afraid it's an incredibly dry stream. I am trying to be smart and bravely look at OICD, OIDC, and I suck at it. So, but thank you. I appreciate you showing up. Feel free to lurk. Okay. Now, I don't think I want to worry about the WebSocket route just yet. I want to handle this one. I don't want to handle this one. And I don't think I want all these layers right now. Let's keep it real simple. Serve index is our handler, which is fine. What is an RECV when it's at home? That's my question. RECV. Watch channel live. Interesting. I don't care about that. We'll just see what's in serve index, but I actually don't think I need much. So we're going to go with is it going to be an async function? I don't think it is. We'll find out. So this is going to be our OIDC handler, for want of a better name. And we don't have a wrap error. We don't have tracing. Okay, so we're reducing a few things. This is good. TCP listener comes from standard net. So let's go yep, use that one, please. Remove the await. Was I supposed to use the other one? Apparently so. Right, so not serve index, we're going to go with OIDC handler. And we're going to get rid of these. Expected method router found future. Right. What is theirs return? Serve index. It's an async function, sure. All right. Still not there, but we're getting closer. So it returns into response. Okay. What the hell is an Ascama axiom? There's too many libraries in this thing. I just want like really, really basic examples. Ascama axiom. What is Ascama? Oh, a templating engine. No, I don't need a templating engine. Don't give me a templating engine. I don't want a templating engine. Keep that templating engine away from me. What would I return if a method router found future? Into URL. Oh no, I don't want that. And I don't want either of those things. Go away. Now I just need the method router sorted. So get needs Oh, we do actually need a, we need to specify the URL. Oh, which was just /, right? Surely. Surely, surely. Don't call me Shirley. Yeah, but we already got that. So get t URL t, create result response where t into URL. Quickly make a get request. I think this is the wrong get. Where is this defined? Get axum routing get deadly serious and don't call me Shirley. Oh, that movie. Movie. This is the wrong one. Axum router use request get. Yeah, that's the problem. Routing. This is what happens when you call a function get instead of something more descriptive. Get. Yeah. Okay. Unused variable server. Hey, that's what we want. Okay. Yes. Tokyo spawn async move. Axum serve TCP listener. App into make service. All right, so instead of app, let's go routes because that makes so much more sense to me. Or router. And then we've got a server. And hopefully that will coexist with this WebSocket listener. Because if it doesn't, then I'm going to be very confused. And that's not good for anyone. Okay. Now, first of all, does it run without dying? Oh, that's not what we want. Oh man, how often do I have to authorize this? I need to increase the timeout or something. Okay, yep, unused, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it does still work, sort of, maybe. Wait for 10 seconds, Twitch times us out. We close. And we close. Nice, all right. So we haven't broken anything too badly. Starting to lose connection at work, but I hope to be back once I'm home. Catch you later, dude. Keep up the good work. Hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate you stopping by. I can go back to 0 users. It's fine. All right, so what do we do with this server once we've got it? Blah, blah, blah. Spawn the server. Ah, okay, yeah, so Tokyo spawn. Sure. Yes. Quick ad break. Does it run without dying? Yes. Yes, I understand. Or even just slowing down. Does it run without coffee, really? Okay, so server equals blah. Try join, flatten server. I see. So we could probably go flatten server, flatten WebSocket client. Async move, axum serve. That's what I did. But why are you complaining? Replace the closure with the function itself. Oh, right. Like that, you mean? Like that, you mean? Nope. Replace the closure with the function itself. Like, now you're going for really. Fair enough. OIDC handler. Oh, yeah. Okay. Makes much more sense. So what is going on here? Unused result that must be used. This result may be an error variant which should be handled. Okay. That's fair because you might not be able to bind the address. Let and then to do handle error. Maybe can't bind address. All right, good. Now, here, we need to put whatever they want to do with these requests. Listener accept unwrap. We'll have mute reader. Buff reader new. No, we'll get the request from Axum, so that should be fine. What will be in this request? So, OIDC, tell me your secrets. Twitch, more to the point. Still have my ad sign up. I'm so bad at that. All right, there we go. Okay. Send an HTTP GET request to the user info. No. Requesting claims, blah, blah, blah. If the user is logged in, Twitch asks them to authorize your app's access. If the user authorized your app, your server sends the code to your redirect URI. Okay, so this is what we're going to get. Fair enough. We can do that. So we get code, scope, state. Strongly encouraged to pass a straight state string to help prevent cross-site request forgery. Completely reasonable. Okay. And it's also possible that we got an access denied. Use the authorization code to get a token. All right, well, let's get the first step. So, show me. Yeah. So redirect URL is request line split whitespace. No. URL pass localhost 2-string. Yeah. So I assume that Axum has a method for us to get that. Let's just shortcut and ask ChatGPT. Using Axum in a route handler, is the URL available? And if so, how is the query string read? Why did that not send? Okay, blah, blah, blah. In the route handler through specific extractors. Blah, 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 blah. Define a struct for query parameters, the keys and values you expect in the query string. Sure. Sed deserialize. Sounds good. Use the query extractor to automatically pass the query string into your struct. Query my, oh, it sounds a lot like Bivy. Okay. So string format, blah, 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 query name, query age. Okay. All right. So I guess it's going to look like code, scope, state, error, error description, and that's it. Code, scope, state, error, error description. And this is going to be, I guess, Twitch OIDC response-ish. Let's go with pub struct Twitch OIDC response. And we'll have pub string. Oh yeah. What did I say? Code, error, error description, state, and redirect URI. Wait, no. Scope. These are all going to be strings, right? Finger is not working. I wonder if they just need to be instr. But let's try that. And some of these are options, like for example, error. In fact, are they all options? Yeah, probably, right? Because we always get state, or at least in our application, we always want state. Okay, let's just make them all optional. String. Okay, that's better. Now, yeah, so that's what we're going to get back. Just as a matter of interest, right? They're just doing it brute force basically. But we can use Axum to do it for us, which is fine, and derive deserialize. Serialize, awesome. Okay, and that's because it comes from. Why are you not asking me to autocomplete it? How dare you? What? Do we not have CERD? What are you talking about? We have CERD JSON, but not CERD. Fair enough. You know what? Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Okay. There you go. That's better. All right. Now, route handler using the query extractor. Yes, this is exactly the same as, well, almost exactly the same as Bevy, which is great. Okay, so query, my query. Sure. Slightly obtuse, but never mind. Let's go with query name QH. That doesn't. Is the query only to do with URLs? Oh, I see. The query string. All right. QS, we'll call it query the Twitch OIDC response. Sure, why not? Can't find type query. That's because I need to import it. Axum extract. Sounds right. All right. Now we go back to our example. Thank you, ChatGPT. So we get code, state. There's a message. Oh, I see. Code and state. CSRF token new state and to owned. Interesting. What do I do with this? Code state. Ah, okay. All right. All right, so we can easily get code and state now. I assume we're going to do something with those. Get lab return to code. Get lab return to state. And we expected a CSRF state. So yep, compare the two, fair enough. I wonder how I'll be able to do that. If I've got a continually running server, I'll have to regenerate the CSRF. Maybe just use a static one for now. It's not ideal. But sure, why not? How are they generating it right now? CSRF, where are you? Client, blah, 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 authorized URL, blah, blah, blah. Where's my CSRF? State. Client, authorized URL. CSRF token, new random. Okay. And a nonce. So all of those things we want to retain before even requesting. How are we going to do that? Okay, we'll figure that out in a minute. We will figure it out. In the meantime, exchange the code with a token. So token response is client. And what is client? Request client, right? Blocking client build. Well, we won't want a blocking client. But that's okay. All right. Exchange code. So in this case, that's going to be QS code. But QS is an option. I mean, code is an option. So there are various points which we need to fail out. For example, if let sum error, or sum E equals QS error. One, we definitely need to use some sort of better logging, but this will do for now. Error requesting, and well, not error requesting, error response from Twitch. Why is it highlighting? Oh, I see. I was like, why is Twitch a keyword? Okay, and then that's going to be like error, what? Just error? Is error a string? Error is a string. E. And then I guess just exit the function, but it's expecting something else. No, just return. Yeah, that'll do for now. So that's, and also there's a error description. So that's likely to be, I think it's reasonable to suggest that if you have an error, you've also got an error description, but we should probably still check it. What comes back? Access denied, the user denied you access. So we could say this as well. It's a bit laborious, but why not? The error description provided was right. Makes sense. Okay. That seems all right to me. Quick check of my messages. Okay. Now, so error handling. Well, very, very basic error handling. We also need to check CSR state, e.g. this bit here. And that is, why have these got a secret function? Oh, because they are actual types. So state is what? CSRF token. Code is what? Authorization code. Okay. All right. That's good. Let AC equals authorization code new code QS let sum C equals QS code, else we didn't get one, presumably. I don't know why that would be, but presumably if you haven't errored, if you've errored, you're going to always exit a couple lines up, but let's just do this anyway. No code received despite lack of error field. In response. Don't know why that would happen, but you never know. Closing to limiter possibly meant for what? Oh yeah, fair enough. Yep, so our authorization code is an authorization code new. Sure. Yeah, client exchange code. All right, cool. So there's probably no reason why we couldn't just do this. And we need the client. So request client can either be blocking or non-blocking, it seems. This one is blocking. I don't think we should do that. So how do I do a non-blocking? Actually, summarize for me, ChatGPT. Demonstrate the approach to creating a non-blocking request. That's not how you spell it. Client. In an async function. It's doing that a lot. Yes, I know all of that. Thank you. No problem. Tokyo Fall. Well, we can figure that out later. Request client new. Oh, is it that simple? Okay. Well, just don't have to make it a blocking one. Sounds fine. Use a wait to make this call non-blocking. Sure. Sounds good to me. That was a lot easier than I expected it to be. All right, so how did they create the client apart from the non-blocking part? Oh, interesting. So you can put the variables. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Yeah, we already checked for those. That's fine. So let client equals request. Can I not just do use text tonight? Client? No. No, no, no. Man, there's a lot of clients. Request client. That one there, maybe. New. Probably quite sensible actually to say it's a request client in this environment where We have so many different kinds. Request blocking, client builder, new. Oh, so why are we using a builder? Redirect, I see. That's why we're using a builder. Is there a non-blocking version? It looks like there is. And then we're going to go don't follow redirects. Build, unwrap or else, failed to build HTTP client. Why do we need the unreachable? Oh, handle error. Okay, sure. We could deal with that kind of stuff later, I hope. I see. Set up the config for the GitLab auth2 process. What I need to know is, are we using the same client twice or not? So there's an HTTP client. Oh, there's a core client. What is a core client? From provider metadata. What is a core client? What are we talking about? Oh, I see. So this is actually part of the library. Right. Okay, that makes sense. So yes, we do actually need that. It's part of the library we're using. Okay, good. So not the request client at all. We'll need that earlier, but not now, or later perhaps. So let client equals core client. Yes, use that one. And then do 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 do. Where are we? I've lost it. Here it is. From provider metadata. And provider metadata is this. And we've got a GitLab client ID and the GitLab client secret, which is obviously not GitLab, but yes. Okay. And client ID is a type that they've provided from OpenID Connect. All right. All right, good. Let's bring in all of that. Let's start with these two. We'll import that one. And that one, except they're not going to be GitLab. They're going to be Twitch. And obviously we wouldn't normally do this in the handler, but just for now. Twitch client ID, and it's stored in Eloquent Robot ID. And we know that they're there because we panic if they're not. So I don't really mind, but yep, missing. This should never happen. This expect is interesting because endvar returns an option, right? A result. Okay, so it's going to panic if that's not there, basically. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you could just as easily write let okay Twitch client. I think I prefer this method actually equals because I don't want it to panic. Client ID. Oh no, actually you would have to. It'd take 2 steps. This is just a shortcut. All right, let's do it this way. Okay, Twitch client secret equals eloquent robot token. Missing eloquent robot token. Sure. Yeah. And then there was one more thing. One more thing. Provide a metadata. Issue a URL and HTTP client. Oh, so we do need the client. All right. Or a reference to it at least. Hopefully this works with Twitch. We haven't even vaguely tested it, but it should. Let provide a metadata, right? Yeah. Provider metadata. I don't know why I didn't just copy and paste. All right. So we do need the client. That's fine. So we're just going to do the same as the previous one, except it'll be non-blocking. And obviously we wouldn't do all this in the handler normally. So client builder new, request redirect policy none. Request redirect policy, yep. Unwrap or else. Handle error. I'm actually fine with panicking here for now. Failed. Client builder. Okay, what do we got going on here? Issue a URL. So that is GitLab.com toString. So it's going to be, I assume, just twitch.com, or is it dev twitch.com? ID twitch.tv. That seems reasonable. Let's go with, it can't be an answer, it's got to be a string, right? So ID Twitch TV to owned. Nope. Oh, right. Issue a URL. Sure. Sure URL new, presumably. Where are you? Issuer URL new. Two-string unwrap or else. Oh man. Okay. One more thing. Issuer URL. Many preceding steps, none of which belong in this handler. And then this becomes the address of this. Right, because this isn't a non-blocking, yeah. Failed OIDC discovery. Many steps at which we can fail. Hopefully none of this will actually be relevant before too much longer. But yeah, the issue of the non-blocking client is important. So can it not take an async? Because that could be a pain in the ass. What would happen if we did block? Are we allowed to block in the middle of a... I guess as long as upstream the future eventually resolves. Where is the definition for, what is it? Core provider metadata discover. Fetches the OpenID, blah, blah, blah. HTTP client, HC. Has to be an FN HTTP request results. So can I not use it? Nothing. Non-OIDC providers. Vulnerable to timing attack, really? Damn. Temporarily ignore. Okay. So I can't use this client because it's expecting FN once, which isn't implemented for request client. Does that mean I need a throwaway? FN once is not implemented. Nope. These are not relevant. Expected in FN once. Closure. Found request client. Did I miss something from the original? Client build a new, redirect to none, unwrap or else. It has to be blocking. So if I change it to blocking, can we continue, or does that cause problems with async? Hmm. Hmm. The item is gated behind the blocking. Oh, right. That's the version. Features. What do I need? Hello, request. Features, features, features. Features? Optional features. Is there an all? Blocking. Yeah, default, default, and charset. Okay, charset, HTTP2, and default TLS. Benny Slam, how you doing? Good to see you. Don't mind the lurk at all. I appreciate it very much. This is a very dry stream. It's it's all API interaction. Maybe it'll lead to something good. Default TLS and charset. Oh, I got that. So blocking, that's the other one. Okay, that'll do it. Okay, that does get rid of the error. I don't know, eh? No, it doesn't. It doesn't get rid of it. Damn. Interesting. Expected an FN once. Closure. What am I missing? Client builder, yes. Provider metadata. Core provider metadata discover. Issue a URL HTTP client. It's so weird. Has it changed, I wonder? Has it changed? It's not implemented for, well, at least changing it to blocking didn't help, so that's good in a way. So we can change our cargo back to this. He's a very good boy going for a walk. Okay, so that's good. but it doesn't solve the problem. Hmm. Why? ChatGPT, you're about to get a request for an explanation. Let's see just how good you really are. Given the following block, attempt an explanation of this error. Expected in FN once OpenID. The trait FN once OpenID connect HTTP request is not implemented. Maybe I'm using the wrong client. The trait FN once, standard OPS FN once. OpenID connect HTTP request. Is not implemented for request client. Okay, give that a crack. ChatGPT, show me your stuff. Specs a function or type that implements the FN once trait to handle HTTP requests. Sure. Yes. Function with a single parameter. Abstracted through traits such as FN once. Does not by default. Oh, it might be a feature. Method-based API for making requests. Provide a wrapper or a closure that adapts request client to the expected function signature. Yeah, no, I don't think that's something that we're going to need. I think it's a feature. Thanks, though, ChatGPT. I appreciate you. You know, you get a lot of shit from people, but I appreciate you. Okay, so that's going to need a feature. I wonder if there is one. Does it say anything about that? Before running it, you'll need to generate blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I wonder if they have cargo that does that. Request. Request blocking. Auth to request. Auth to request blocking. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So in your feature list, request, do you by any chance have find a crate request? Yes, that's what I want. Features. Auth2, Auth2, Auth2. Nope. HTTP3. Huh. What on earth? Am I missing it? Auth2. Nope. What? What? Features. Oh, these are features for the crate itself, right? Right? Hmm. Dependencies auth 2 doesn't actually depend on request at all. Yes, it does. Blocking Rust TLS TLS. Hmm. Is there anything that would implement FN once? Let's try searching along those lines. Request, feature, FN once. No, it's throwing ads out. I may as well put the little sign up and I'll forget to take it down. Result and request. So confused. It wants me to make a whole adapter. I very much doubt that's the correct answer. Hmm. Define a closure that adapts the request client. No. No, no, no. Rust TLS. This is one of those errors where I really wish there was someone sitting over my shoulder telling me the answer. Let's look at the definition of core provider metadata. Oh boy. Okay. I wonder if I'm using the right import. Core provider metadata. Really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? OpenID Connect core provider metadata. Core provider metadata. Why is that unused? Oh, did I turn off blocking? Why is that unused? Am I not using client builder? What? I've made some stupid mistake somewhere. Client builder. Oh, I see. I've just referred to it directly. There we go. Better, but still not the answer. So discover takes an HTTP client which must HC must be an FN HTTP request returning a result, and it's not. It's just a request client. Let's get this error in here. It's going to ask me to authorize again, which is fine. And then it's going to error. The trait fn once is not implemented for request client. Oh, wait. No, that's definitely what they said. I mean, it's blocking, but apart from that, expected an fn once OpenID Connect HTTP request. What on earth? Ah, this is brutal. All right, let's see what hits we get on this. Phrase right here. Nothing whatsoever. Nope, no good. The trait fn char is not implemented. I think it's asking if I can pass a function, right? I probably don't care about the fn and fn once implementations. Huh. So it might be a red herring. Let's try in the request GitHub issues. Just see if anything shows up that rings a bell. fn once. No, 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 no. Hmm. Is it possible that they're using different versions of request and that's generating an error? They've only got a dev dependency on it though, so that seems kind of weird. Because here we've got default features a request in Rust TLS TLS, Rust LS TLS. I wonder if maybe I've got the wrong features enabled for OpenID Connect. Let's look at their docs. Show me features, show me features. Features? Features, features, structs. Features, no features. Default features false. Oh, May wish to disable the default request dependency, replacing with the desired version of this crate. Well, if they, I might have to file a issue request with these guys because I do not know what's going on here. Wait a minute. They provide their own version of request. Oh, this is gonna suck if that's the issue. But also it would be very good because I could move on. Request. Yes, they're using their own version of requests. Ah, how did I not know that? All right, good. Fine, sure, whatever. Damn it. Okay, let's get that out of our cargo then. Go away. Yeah, I did not see that. Request. Does it have to be blocking? Request blocking, client builder new. So can I possibly, where are the features? What are the features? Synchronous and asynchronous. Oh, here we go. Following HTTP implementations can be used. Async HTTP client. All right. So can we then go, wait a minute. Is there a non-blocking? So confusing. Really. Request. No, 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 no. Request redirect. Oh yeah, we need to get rid of these. And then it looks like we don't have to worry about non-blocking versus blocking. Yes, we do. Can I deconnect policy URL? No. What does their example say? Can't believe it's their own version of the library. That's super confusing. Why didn't they just expose an API that said, hey, give me a client, I don't care what it is? Maybe that's not the Rust way. Request redirect policy none. Okay. So we've got that. I don't think that's the way that works. Yeah, no. Request redirect. I think we do it like this, and client builder, right? Something like that. All right. Sure. Why isn't it formatting? That's so annoying. Um, sure. Format, damn you. Nope. Doesn't want to. What's the problem here? Oh, right. Can't find request redirect. Really? Could not find redirect in request. Request redirect. It sure looks like it ought to be. Let's expand some of this out so we can see what's going on. So no redirect in request, really. All right, well, fine. What if I just do this? Maybe somehow it's not exported or something. Request client. Cannot find client. Oh, right, because we also need request. Oh, God. We need request for. Oh, that's painful. For the other side of the program to make the Helix client. God damn. All right, we can do this. We just need to make sure that it knows which version it's referring to. So we don't want to do this. We do want to do this. And then down here, request client is fine, I think. But this needs to be open ID connect request client builder. And this needs to be open ID connect request redirect policy. I see. Can't find it, huh? It's definitely OpenID Connect request. Blocking client builder, maybe. Blocking is private. Of course it is. Of course it is. All right. How do I maybe give it an alias? As an as, right? Use OpenID Connect request as OIDC request. All right. OIDC request. Still no. DC request. Still no. Could not find redirect. Could not find redirect. I wonder if I can. Do that. Nope. So do I need to enable a feature to make this work? What is going on here? Let's look at the features. So this is not what I would call ergonomic right now. Request. It's not a default feature. Yes, it is. Request blocking is not a default feature. What on earth? Use OpenID Connect request. And then later, maybe I just need to rebuild. Maybe it's getting confused. Maybe Rust Analyzer is getting confused, but I'm actually fine. I should know not to trust Rust Analyzer by now. It's probably gotten thoroughly wrapped around the axle. Okay. Could not find redirect in OIDC request. Wait for Rust Analyzer to spool up. So this one works, this one doesn't. No redirect in request. I guess maybe they just don't re-export it. So this would have to be OpenID Connect request client builder, which it doesn't have. What does it export? Mod blocking is definitely private, as we can see here. So how the hell are you supposed to use it? Mod async client. And that's it. Use request redirect policy as redirect policy. God damn. All right. While the ad breaks run, I am going to get up from here, make myself a drink, and consider my life choices. I will be All right. Now, let's figure this out. One thing that occurred to me when I was wandering around making my cup of tea was, what if, instead of importing this way, we do what they do, and then we import the other request as I don't know, something else. Old request, main request. What do we actually use from request? Client. Wonder if these have an order of precedence. Wait, what is that? Hmm. Did I take it out of cargo again? Nope. Definitely still there. What does this do? Really? Huh. Okay. Um, what about use request as, I don't know, original request? This is so confusing. All right. So this is original request client. Ugh. Is there an operator precedence? Ah, this is a giant pain in the ass. Request redirect policy. Wait a minute. If I do that, no, still doesn't work. Does this work though? No. What the hell? Blocking client builder. Does this thing even compile? Oh, they probably are they using this just internally? What the hell? Yeah, 1 hour ago. Oh no. 1 hour ago. I'm having similar struggles with use of request, conflicting with this library's bundled version. Any guidance would be much appreciated. Have they just published a version that maybe changed last week? Okay. Client builder, built-in web, client builder resolve, full changelog. Anything that updated cargo. Yeah. Base 64, Rust LS, optional dependencies. Not really. Hmm. The blocking client. Request blocking client builder. Oh, well, that's different to what you have in your example. Show me this file of which you speak. No, no. Oh, so confusing. Starting to wish I'd never seen this crate. I'm sure it's very good. I just don't understand it. Better examples needed. Oh, that was 2020. No HTTP client. It's not possible to use blocking HTTP client with WASM config now. What the hell? Cannot run the example. Default features. Hmm. Better examples needed. Well, I don't know. When was that request issue? Oh, right, that was like, yeah, very recent. Wait, where was that extremely recent issue? Have I missed it entirely now? Bump dependencies to pre-release versions. Verify Google ID token. These are all old, except for that one. Have we recently closed anything? January 31. Am I going slightly around the bend? Is this a fork? I swear I was just looking at an issue that said something about a request. Oh, wait. No, wrong. Wrong library. That's why. Okay, so that search was originally how the hell do you use their bundled version of request? Thank goodness no one's watching the stream or they'd be thoroughly confused. Apart from my lurker. Thank you, lurker. Extremely, extremely confusing because their examples shouldn't even build, from what I can tell. At least not with two versions of request. All right, let's prove something. Let's take out the main request. And then let's use request. That'll break. This should be client builder. Okay, it's not there. It's private. So what the hell? Let's build it again. How can it be private and still have the example compile? How far back would I have to go? The 4.0 release of this crate depends on the new stable HTTP. Request has been upgraded to 12, which oh wait. Enable the request blocking. Enabling the default request feature also enabled. Presumably that means 3.0. Stable HTTP 1 release, which affects various public interfaces. Request has been upgraded to 0.12. Previously, the clients were stateless. OpenID request async HTTP client. All right. Can I just not use their version at all? Is that a possibility? Not possible to use blocking HTTP client. Is it pub use? So confusing. Still private. Can't find function. What on earth do they expect you to do? All right, let's look back at their docs again. So I don't understand this at all. A flexible HTTP client interface with two modes. Supports both the synchronous and async modes and is enabled by default. Users may define their own clients. Synchronous clients should implement the following trait. Asynchronous clients should implement the following trait. And this was the original issue that we struggled with for ages. But now I can't even refer to or you could use curl. Request async HTTP client. So is the example just wrong? It's an async client, which is a private module. Pub use async client, async HTTP client. Pub use blocking HTTP client. I think this must have just changed. But when? What's that source file? What is this source file? I'm looking for async HTTP client. Why is it not in code anymore? What the hell? Have they just removed it and I've got the wrong version? This is in source request RS, which appears to no longer exist. Can I search these? Tweak URL and request dependency feature flags to match OAuth 2. Avoids depending on multiple distinct versions of base 64. Request are now from request 0.12. Okay, I need to ask them because I have no idea what's going on here. All right. Use of request and bundled version of request. I'm stuck. Have tried a variety of permutations and getting nowhere. I seem not to be able to refer to OpenID Connect request blocking client builder as suggested in this example. And we find the example. When was that changed? Last month. OpenID Connect request. And we'll link to the line. Does say client builder, doesn't it? I'm not going crazy. Yeah. As module blocking as private. I'm also having a hard time using request in other areas of the program. The non-bundled areas of the program. Maybe I need to come up with like a really super simple example for them to reproduce the issue. So let's go new OIDC test. Go add open ID connect. It's got features request, features Rust TLS TLS. Okay. And then in main, use open ID connect request. And then we want let client equals request blocking. Well, actually, blocking wouldn't be enabled by default, right? Oh, it is. Right. Then in the new version, it wouldn't. Request blocking client builder. Oh, what? The error went away. What the hell? So is it? I'm so confused. Well, they say you simplify your problem, right? That's what I always try to do. All right, so why is it not going away in this other area? Let's go back to Eloquent Rulebot and see if we can sort this out. So we're using OpenID Connect request. We don't have the other request enabled yet. And request client is not a thing that's available. Is it? I can get HTTP client. Where's client builder? It's just re-exporting request, right? I wonder. I'm definitely not importing the old request, am I? No, I commented it out. So once again, we'll do a cargo clean, and then we'll go into main, and the fans will spin up so that Rust Analyzer can run. Blocking is private, which is the issue I was having before, and I wonder if it's just because I'm also referring to request here and it's just erroring out. I wonder if I could also do this. No, because it doesn't even exist. How much of this can we comment out and get away with it? Unused, unused, unused. That's fine. So that's taking care of the issue of having request, the other request. But now we're still getting module blocking private. Use OpenID Connect request, which is exactly what they do. I'm not mistyping anything, I don't believe. Excuse me. I'm using various other things from their library. So I really don't know why it compiled. It compiled in the other directory, but not in this one. That's super frustrating. Huh. I don't even want to use the blocking client. Request blocking client builder. Blocking is private. Request blocking client builder. Wait. Oh shit. Excuse my language. Still saying it's private. And then it used request redirect policy none. Like so. There's no redirect in request. So is it therefore saying that I should be using the other request? That makes no sense to me. This feels like a really weird design for the library. Like, why would they bundle something with the same name as a really popular library and introduce a naming conflict? Like, why not put this behind an API? And yet, why did it build in the other one? So if we go back to, what did I call it? OIDC test main, it built. Request blocking, client builder, new. Don't tell me it's going to fail now. I feel like maybe they just haven't updated the examples. Request blocking client builder new. Unless they're saying you should use the external version. No, it's right there. So confusing. Examples. King. Private. Am I misunderstanding something fundamental here? Reproduction with dependencies. Rust 1.77.1 nightly. IDC test. auth 2 source request. I suspect they're going to point out the very simple error that I've made, but I don't know. So let's find out. Has there been a time when it wasn't private? Source auth 2? No. Well, maybe they'll tell me. In the meantime, I can't really do much about it. So it is probably time to cook some dinner. It seems to me. And so I will point you in the direction of